Hello, and in this video I would like to talk about travel tripod and specifically what I'm looking from when I am looking for a travel tripod. And maybe you have the same priorities as me. I just would like to share my priorities, what I look for, or maybe it will help you to look for your own travel tripod, simply because when looking for a travel tripod it is different from if you're looking for a tripod specifically for studio work, for landscape work, or what have you, because every photographer will come from their own background on what they started on. Because I personally come from, like, before I hit travel photography, I pretty much came from background of landscape, events, and studio, so my tripods for those situations is pretty much different. So I might have different, like, maybe higher tripod, like the actual size, or the build quality is completely different, like it's more rugged, it's more durable, it's more sturdy, it's also more heavy. So something like landscape photography would be a nice example for heavy duty tripod, because you're bound to maybe take pictures inside the ocean, so you have to take, well, not ocean, but like if you take the tripod to the beach and the actual tripod will experience salt water or things like that, or you have to take the tripod maybe on top of a mountain and it needs to be completely sturdy yet not too bulky. But those are really heavy duty tripods, and they're really heavy to work with, and sometimes a little bit hard to set up if you just want to like do a simple setup. And that's where this kind of travel tripod comes in. If you're just traveling, maybe with your friends, or if you're doing maybe a short trip somewhere, say if you're going to Southeast Asia, or maybe you're going to Africa, or somewhere where it's not really, heavy duty and you're only going for holidays rather than for real professional stuff like recording National Geographic stuff. So yeah, but you also still want a travel tripod that pretty much is good enough to actually work with and get some nice decent pictures out of, rather than using those cheap 20 to 60, 80, 90 euros tripod that is made out of aluminum and with some plastic joints, and it's just not durable. Anyway, my travel tripod of choice is this Manfrotto B3. I know that there are a lot more brands that make similar kind of travel tripod, but this is where I will explain my priorities when I'm looking for travel tripods and why I went for this particular model. I'm not paid by them, but I just want to kind of explain what my priorities are when looking for a travel tripod. So the first one is actually surprisingly not the sturdiness. That comes in the second place, because the first place comes with portability. So with all my other tripods that I have, whether it's a video tripod or just photography tripods, they are pretty heavy, but they're also pretty big. So say my studio tripod that I have, the lightest one is like, almost double size of this, so it'll be hard to actually put it in my backpack or put it in my normal cloth luggage if I just want to carry a normal luggage. Maybe I'm on holiday to another country or somewhere. So this tripod is really handy, and it's just roughly the same height as my Gorilla Pod, and my Gorilla Pod, this is the Joby Focus. Actually changed the ball head that it came with because I wanted a ball head that has the using the same size tripod plate as my travel tripod. So another thing I'm looking for in a travel tripod would be as you can see, it reverses itself, but the plate that is pretty common not only to Manfrotto but to other brands as well, so that I don't need to be carrying separate plates. And my second priority, as I said earlier, is sturdy. So I know that they make carbon fiber version of this tripod, the travel tripod, but I think that this tripod, because of how small it is, I don't mind the heavier weight because the heavier weight means it is able to stand the wind a little bit better. So if I'm traveling between cities, say maybe I'm going to Amsterdam, this will definitely stand the wind in Amsterdam, and those people who live here in Northern Europe, especially near Amsterdam, will probably know how like windy it can get here in the Netherlands. It doesn't get like super cold, but it just gets super windy at times. And this tripod is definitely able to handle something like that, which is pretty much what I need, because I'm not gonna use this for like real adventure landscape kind of thing where I need, I don't know, a 10 kg tripod there to stand against the wind or any other kind of weather. And this, it doesn't only fit easily into my bag, like my backpack, but also into my messenger camera bag, which is nice if I just take my camera out and just put this inside my bag. I still can leave my camera in there, but I just don't like seeing my camera scratched, so sure, I could just put cloth in there, but I'm still not really secure. Anyway, my messenger camera bag is not that big, that's why. Anyway, the next thing I also look for is this kind of clip mechanism for expanding the tripod. Some people hate that, I personally like that. Some people prefer the little twist thing. So there are other brands that offers that, but I prefer this. The downside of this is because it's unclipping every time, so it's also loosening the screws. Say after 40 or 50 times of after clipping and unclipping, you might find yourself having to screw it even tighter. So to me that's not a big factor, because I always carry screwdrivers with me, so not at all a big factor. So build quality is done, sturdiness is there, and you know, like the workflow, like as I said, the clip and the actual ball head and everything is there. But the tripod, like the fourth thing, the tripod also needs to take good video. So, well, the camera does the job, but I mean the actual video head. So this needs to come out. But being a travel tripod, I understand that the actual plate here is very, very small. So what I did was I just drilled another screwdriver here to kind of create that little friction up here. And by creating a little friction up here, this means I can mount my travel video tripod head. But this is kind of my travel video tripod head. It's from Cuhls. It's my favorite brand for video equipment. I'm not kidding. I'm not paid by them, don't worry. But they pretty much produce a lot of nice video equipment. Like, they really do. Check their product out. But yeah, this is pretty heavily used, as you can probably see. But, you know, this setup just brings me anywhere, and, well, I can bring it anywhere. Sorry. And yeah, and together with the actual ball head, I am able to get really nice photos and videos at a, like, within short moment. As I compare to my real landscape tripod or real video tripod, like, where I really have to set up the real balance and set up a lot of things that, you know, I would not call it a travel tripod, because a travel tripod, it's not only light, portable, sturdy, but also needs to be fast and quick to actually set up. The actual flaw in engineering or design part I find about this particular tripod is the actual quick release plate itself, because it's reversing like this. And if you see at the actual leg here, I need to always take the actual plate out, the quick release plate, so I could lose it. Especially if my video tripod quick release plate is different from my photography quick release plate. And the other kind of travel tripod I kind of look for is also this kind. It's the Joby Gorilla Focus. Why? Sure, it's the same size as this, and most of the time I will be taking this because it's like you can expand the actual leg to like really normal range for tripods, and this you can't. You can only grip it to certain things, but you know, that's one of its special things, is that it can grip. The tripod leg is actually really flexible and everything, so in my bag I don't always have to kind of slip it in like this. One of the reasons why I bought it is, sure, apart from the fact that it can grip onto anything, but also in my bag I can just kind of roll up the legs like this and then make it a lot smaller. Some people will be like, how is it smaller? It's pretty much still the same weight and size. But, you know, some bags you can just kind of make the certain things like fold it or roll it, and then it just fits into that certain compartment, which is what you can with this GorillaPod, which is nice. I actually took this tripod with me on my 10-day tour to 5 different places in Europe, rather than taking this tripod, simply because, you know, I was kind of backpacking and I wanted as light equipment as possible, so I took this tripod with me. It's actually not that much lighter than this tripod, but, you know, if you're backpacking, if you can save a few grams, it's like heaven. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what I look for in travel tripod. I hope it kind of helps. So just to recap, my priorities would be the portability, then the sturdy, then the weight. And the fourth reason, this is just up to you all, but it's like the actual workflow of it. So everyone, like if you get 10 photographers, they all will have 10 different workflows. So you need to pick your own tripod that certainly fits you. I understand some people would like to start off with travel tripod first, since they are just starting out with photography and they don't want to invest something like a 20, 30, 40, 50 to 90 euros aluminum tripods with plastic joints or things like that, because it's crap. I totally understand, and by starting with a real sturdy travel tripod is a nice start as well. But some people like me, who just came from a background where I don't want to be carrying my heavy-duty video tripods, and I don't want to be carrying my heavy-duty photography tripods. I just want a real travel tripod where I can just enjoy taking pictures on like not such a special occasion, so just like normal things. Then, you know, that would be my priority. So I hope this video is somewhat helpful. If it's not, I'm sorry, but it's just that because I am a student right now, that's why I feel like I should make this video. By student, I mean university student, so I couldn't take my real photography tripod from my home country all the way here, because I'm an international student and I need to think about the weight itself. So that was one of the reasons why I got this. I still want proper pictures. I don't want to take pictures with such an unsturdy tripod or anything, because, you know, you're also going to be mounting such an expensive gear on it. You know, I took my 5D with me, I took my 70D with me, my 5D Mark III, so on, and other expensive, well, professional equipment. So I also want my gear to be secure on my equipment. So, you know, this tripod pretty much does the job, and I trust this tripod so much. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I pretty much have to run to my first class now at uni. I hope this video is at least a little bit helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and have fun shooting. Bye.